I am convinced that Melissa told Marge, and Marge is the one that put it out there to try to get these other people off the show. So no offense to Marge, but Teresa does have a point. The other thing I just want to talk about is, if you watch the interview, less with Jerry O'Connell on the talk, with Billy Bush, I feel Teresa got a little standoffish. On ET, I feel she got standoffish. She answers these questions, but I don't know. This is like an interview. It's your job. I understand you went to jail. Your ex-husband was deported. This woman has been through so much. So I get that you are clammed up and defensive. But if you really step back, I have heart palpitations watching these interviews with Teresa. Please no, we're getting to Melissa's interviews, Jackie's, Marge's. I'm not picking on Teresa. I'm just starting with her. They all say she's the queen of New Jersey. So she's so angry and defensive in these interviews. Like, this isn't, uh, Melissa fan. This isn't like some troll on the internet. These are like professional interviewers that are interviewing real celebrities, Erica Jane, Karen Huger. Like, they're not New Jersey experts. So there's no reason to be. She's so hostile. Go and watch these interviews, like the one on Entertainment Tonight. So I'm like on edge. I have like agita in my stomach watching her. Like, I don't know. Like, you could just see she comes for the interviewer. And look, I'm trying not to be mean this season, but Teresa ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. So I don't think she can really disseminate between the fact that, like, this is this person's job, and like, they're not coming for you. They're just asking you like normal questions. She gets so defensive. It really got me clammed up. She's implying Fuda, she said, you're the biggest drug dealer in Bergen County, not in Jersey, guys, Bergen County. Shout out to Bergen County. And the whole thing where, last season at the reunion, John had an envelope. He never opened it. But we have Teresa and Louis. That song, Louis? It's a good one, right? So we have Teresa and Louis. And they went after the ex-wife, and there's all this stuff, and they kept her on the halfway house. And again, this is the stuff I don't follow every minute of the day because I don't think you guys follow it. But they're saying they went after the ex to get dirt on Fuda, and now he rides double-edged purple dildos. The point is, she's now claiming that all this stuff about Fuda, I mean, Marge is supposed to be best friends with Rachel, or good friends, is coming from Marge. So Teresa's implying Marge is still setting these people up. She also said if Dolo had to pick a side, we have Switzerland, we have it in the tagline. If Dolo had it, I told you there's a lot of press out there. You guys want to go track all this down, or do you want me to keep summarizing it? If Dolo had to pick a side, Teresa knows who's Dolo. I don't disagree with this. If there were a gun to Dolores's head and they're like, listen to me, you're never going to see your kids again, or you have to answer the damn show, the damn question, she would pick Teresa. Let's just be honest. It is what it is. She's, has nothing against Cabral. She will not throw the first punch, but she'll finish it. She's getting so angry. Cabral has come out and said she hasn't spoken to Teresa since the end of last season, so that's over. They're asking her about the money troubles. We see the clip where you're with producers, money troubles. She said that's Marge again. She said Louis doesn't touch her money. So here I am talking about Vinny Villa and the new app, and I don't even know if he owns it. He's just some big influencer on the big party with Tyga, and I was so worried about Louis spending her money, and we all think he's a dirty John. She says Louis don't touch her money. He don't know how much she makes. She makes like two something off the show, Louis. So just call me. With everything else, she makes quite a bit more. I mean, let's not forget House of Villains. That's probably like another 250. So she's doing okay, this Teresa. But she has 4 kids to put through college. You know what I'm saying? So she says Louis has no idea how much money she makes. And she touches his money. That's it. She says there's some legal issues that she can't discuss. We see that coming out of the next episode. She implies that something's going on with Marge. Another thing which is circulating through Melissa's old nose, just for whatever, and you guys really, those of you that are aware of this, first of all, we should have old nose on here, right? Well, we should have Melissa's old nose. I've always said back in the day, it was the best, like, name for for our Twitter. It's a great name. But we should have Melissa's old nose on here. Do you guys want that? You guys want that? All right, hold on. Sorry. Contact Melissa's old nose. Okay, let me put that on the calendar. We'll make that happen, guys. When you guys want something here behind the velvet rope, sometimes we come up with ideas right on the spot. We just came up with it. We'll get old nose on here. It's come out through Melissa's old nose. She said that Teresa used to say to her, and we've heard this for years, but not this coming from Teresa, but Teresa used to say to her, look at the youngest child of Melissa and Joe. I mean, this is, oh man, I hope this isn't true, but that she was to point to the youngest child and say, the youngest child doesn't look like Joe Gorga at all. He looks just like Bulldog. I mean, oh, I hope that got a lot of you angered. I hope that's, I mean, come on, Teresa. If you're saying that, girl, that's your nephew. Don't say that. That's not nice. That's not nice. And the thing is, you could hate your brother, but this kid has to read this on the fucking internet now. Jesus fucking Christ. So there's that. Now, on Jerry O'Connell, the talk, she said that, she was asked by Camilla Luddington from Grey's Anatomy. She has a new podcast. I guess she's co-hosting to promote her podcast with Jerry. Grey's Anatomy. Shondaland is one of the best shows. You know who lives in my building here in LA? Rome Flynn. Did anyone watch How to Get Away with Murder? Yeah, I'm still in LA, but not for much longer. It's the summer, guys. But Rome Flynn, first of all, if you don't know Rome Flynn, Google him right now and take a moment to yourself because he is hot as all goddamn fuck. He lives in my building in LA. But she's saying, and Grey's Anatomy is great too. Scandal was the best Shondaland show, though. So never watched Bridgerton, didn't get into it. So she's saying, this Teresa on Jerry O'Connell, that her, she was asked by Camilla, will you ever speak to your brother again? She said no, because now also the final straw for her is that Melissa and Joe made her wedding all about them. I mean, what? Like, I don't know. Are you kidding me? That's out of everything. That's the final straw. I mean, the guy charged at Juicy had to flip him over back up in the mountains with Rosie going crazy and Richie and Kathy. This is it, that they made your wedding about you, about them? Come on. That's the final straw, girl. Anyway, I'm not here to judge. Come on now. So she says that she's not going to speak to the brother or the other woman because her parents are looking down at her right now. And you know how when you get a sign from above from one that passed, she was very close to her parents are giving her a sign that she's on the right track of not speaking to her brother. Well, Joe Gorga never really speaks out. He doesn't address things like this. He plays the game pretty well and just